Hi guys, it's Bren from Kindred Acres. It's a little bit of a chilly night, so I'm snuggled up with my blanket. And I haven't done a face-to-face video in a while, so I figured I'd get on and do a quick update as to what all has been going on, because this has been a whirlwind of a year for us. So yeah, so obviously y'all know that we lost our beloved Kevlar, and so that weighed heavy on our hearts this year. It's been a really rough year watching him go through his last year here. He was a very healthy, happy, boisterous dog up until, you know, a couple months into this year. He started to really, age just caught up to him very quick, and he really started to deteriorate pretty quickly. And he required a lot of extra care. I honestly, hospice care and all of that. So that was a challenge to watch him go through. It really altered our life a lot. And, you know, his passing was really tough for me. He was my baby. So that was one thing that we went through this year. We focused, as far as growing this year, we focused more on getting our perennials in, and more of, you know, kind of touching up what we had, and less on the annuals this year. Not for any other reason other than timing. It was just, this was just a really crazy year for us. So time-wise, our annual gardens were a little bit slim. I don't know if I'm gonna continue to have our annual gardens be smaller and focus more on the perennials. I mean, I really did miss a lot of our annual veggies, so I think next year I'm kind of gonna hit it hard and have a balance of both. But I didn't have a ton of harvest pictures up this year, and a lot of tips and advice to share, because we really just didn't have a big annual garden this year. We did start more work on the cottage garden up front. I'm really excited about that. And we actually started the wildflower field, and there's still another half to that I have to install. I just, again, haven't had the time, and I really need to do it soon, because wildflowers do need some chill hours in order to germinate, the wildflower seeds, I should say. So I'm probably gonna try really hard to work on that within the next week or two, but my schedule the next few weeks it's just crazy. Balance, y'all, balance is the key. We started our Plants of the Month Club, and that's been amazing. I'm super excited. I didn't know what to expect. You know, it's like you hear of food CSAs and food co-ops where people can buy into food baskets, and they pick up their basket of produce, and you know, the idea of a plant CSA or something like that, I was really not knowing what to expect. But it's been pretty fun and pretty cool to be able to have a surprise plant of the month, and other gardeners come and pick up their surprise plant and not know what they're getting, and that excitement of it. And yeah, it's really been really fun. And so we decided to start round 2 of that, and that started, and we've already got people signed up for the second half, you know, the second round of subscriptions, and it's going great. So check that out if you're interested. It's really awesome. Everybody's gotten some really amazing plants that are not just, most of them have dual use. It could be a medicinal herb, a tea herb, pollinator plants, an edible. There's some that are used to make facial cleansers and tonics and things like that with. And so you get to learn about a plant you may not have known about, and plant something different than what you already have. And just the whole fun of it is just, it's really awesome. So check it out. We took on bees this year. That was another big thing, and I got a lot to talk about with that. So with the bees, what I learned is that definitely do your research. Learn about who is going to mentor you, if it's a right fit for you. we signed into a program, or should say paid into a program, a mentorship program. Now, I didn't know my options, and shame on me for not doing enough research. It was presented to me in the beginning of the year, right as spring was coming, and I knew that it was time to get these hives up. If we're going to do them at all, we needed to do them like I needed to put a fire under myself. So when I was presented the option, I jumped all over it. And so we had to basically rent the hives. So we paid up front for the mentor to set up the hives and for them to come consistently to check on the hives and to allow me to be up there to learn. And they were to teach me how to maintain the hive so that at the end of the year, had I chose to keep the hive, I would purchase the hive, the bees, everything, and be knowledgeable enough to go and do it myself. Unfortunately, I don't feel that I learned even half of what I should have. And our bees absconded, which means they took off. They left the hive for one reason or another, and unfortunately, I'll never know the true reason as to why they left. It could have been mites, it could have been sickness, something aggravating them. There's any number of reasons of what caused that. So I paid in, and unfortunately, at the end of the year, I walk away with no hive, no equipment, no bees, no honey, no nothing. We did get that one frame of honey because our hive was super active. I mean, I'm talking like every single frame was jam-packed full, dripping with honey. But in the end, the mentor took everything back, and that was it. So I had to decide whether I was going to do this again in spring or not. And to be honest, I was really discouraged and thought, there's no way I'm doing this again, because that was a whole lot of time, effort, and money. And I walk away with, not what I had hoped for. But after speaking with another mentor who reassured me that's not common practice, and there's many beekeepers, many mentors out there that actually want to mentor you and for free, because they get hours, teaching hours, and they get to actually get a certification for teaching the more people they mentor. And so there are plenty of beekeepers out there who will actually set up hives for free and mentor you for free. And when you're ready, then you purchase your own setup, and it's way less than what I paid for. So I'm probably going to try that route next year and make sure I connect with my mentor. I definitely want to ask 1,000,001 questions, because I just feel like I don't feel prepared at all. Like, I could not take on a hive myself right now. And that's after a year of working with them. So I'm hoping that this next year will bring some more knowledge, more experience, and have me feeling a lot better about the situation, because I really was not going to do bees again. I'm like, we have a ton of bumblebees. Why am I going to pay into this and do this again when I could potentially lose everything all over again? And so I'll let you know how it goes next year. We'll see what happens. So do your research. Make sure your mentor's a good fit for you. If it's something that you're paying into, make sure that you have everything documented in writing, how many times they're going to come, what you're going to learn, all of that, Make sure that you know what you're getting for your money. And first and foremost, look for free mentors that want to teach you, because they want other beekeepers out there. We need more beekeepers. We need more people to protect the bees. So find a free one first and foremost. And if not, and you're going to pay into a program, just make sure you know what you're getting. What else happened this year? We planted so much this year. Even though they weren't the annuals, they were perennials. So they're plants that are going to keep giving and keep giving. And, in order to stick with the budget I have and to be able to get such a diverse mix of plants, I buy smaller plants, and I'm just patient. I know it's not going to look beautiful right away and filled in right away, and that's okay with me, because I know that in a year or two or even 3, this property is going to be a true, legit food jungle, not even just a food forest. It's going to be a food jungle. So I'm really super excited. We've got our medicine gardens really, I mean, they're kind of spread out throughout. Initially, I thought I was going to have the medicine garden in just like one set area, but now I have medicinal herbs and teas everywhere, which is fine by me. So it's great. We did a lot of planting this year. We connected with so many new people. We are over 1,000 followers now, which yay, thank you all. I so appreciate the love and all the page shares and the thumbs up and the commenting, and you know, it really helps. It lets me know that you guys are listening and that I'm not posting all this for nothing, because ultimately that's my goal, is to reach as many people as possible and teach them or inspire them to plant food forests, food jungles, whatever you want to call it. You know, foodscapes, a garden, even a patio garden, even if you just start with a potted tomato plant or an herb plant. I am so happy if I was able to encourage you to just even do that. So as little and as large, whatever it is, I'm super psyched. So thank you for sharing our page and for giving me the opportunity to encourage and excite people about regenerative garden, natural gardening, and growing food. I'm super psyched about that. We've been more active on our Instagram page. That's another thing that's gone on here. And what else? I don't even know. A lot. This has just been such a booming year. So I truly do want to thank you guys for all the love and support. And yeah. Next year is super exciting, just thinking about it. All of our spring sale, I cannot wait for that because we have such amazing plants coming up. And I want to do an apothecary day where we're going to have tables and tables full of really awesome apothecary herbs, medicinal herbs, teas, all kinds of stuff. So look for that because I definitely want to do that. I already started. I have things that I'm propagating and potted up and, you know, all of that good jazz in prep for this. So I'm excited about that. I really think that's it. Just made some really good connections despite everything going on with this COVID stuff. I feel like we've had a really successful year, a lot of ups and downs, and it has been kind of a really crazy year, so I'm hoping this winter is nice and calm for us because just like the trees need to go dormant and go into their winter slumber to rest and recoup, so do I. But wintertime is when I often do my outside work with trimming back trees and wood chips because I'm not a hot weather person. I can't handle the heat. So I like to get a lot of that done in the winter. We have our burning bowl coming up. I'm excited about that. This is our 3rd annual burning bowl. So check out our events tab. We've been doing a lot more events, both online and in person. So yeah, I think that's it. So thanks for checking out the update. I honestly had no agenda other than to get on and chat with you guys and just kind of do a recap. I appreciate you listening. Leave me some comments, some thumbs up, some love. And oh yeah. Kalia started a Kindred Acres Kids YouTube channel. So if you have any kids that like to garden or you're hoping to get them interested in homesteading and gardening, and it's not just about that. She does all kinds of educational videos. She did one where she found some random things around the homestead, a feather, a seed, things like that, and she looked at them under the microscope. So it's not just necessarily planting food and things like that. It's all kinds of stuff. She has one coming up that she's about to post where she's reading a storybook to them. But check it out. It's Kindred Acres Kids, and I'm so proud of her for that. And she literally does all of the content herself. She chooses what she's going to film. She films it mostly by herself. Every now and then she'll need some help with me holding the camera or something. She does all the editing herself. The only thing I do is upload it because I'd like to make sure that it's set for the kids, where people can't comment or reach out to her. yeah, so sorry, my battery's about to die. So I guess I should wrap it up. Yeah, look for that. That's awesome. She would absolutely be thrilled if you guys give her a thumbs up, subscribe to her channel, and ring that bell. And now I think that's it. So again, thanks for checking us out. We love you guys to bits. And so I hope you have a wonderful winter, and I'm looking forward to seeing you all in spring and at our burning bowl in a few days or a week roughly. And check out the plant of the month subscription. You can totally do it even through the winter. Some of these plants that we're putting out in wintertime are amazing. Every time we choose the plants, I'm like, ooh, I have to have one of those. I have to have one of those. And so a lot of winter interest plants going on right now. So check out the Plant of the Month Cup. Sign up if you haven't. You don't want to miss out. And yeah, I'm out.